Mr. Tanner? My name is Jared Barkley. They told me at your hotel I'd find you here. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a little talk.
Shh. Mr. Barkley, I paid very good money for this private performance. So why don't you drink your wine and enjoy it,
Thank you very much. But if you don't mind, I would like to get right down to business.
I never mix business with pleasure, Mr. Barkley. And this is my pleasure.
Tell me, Mr. Tanner, how much longer does this performance last?
Another 2 hours.
Well, if you don't mind, I have some other things I'd like to take care of, so maybe you could meet me in my office after this is over with.
Relax, Mr. Barkley. Culture is good for the soul. You'll just try a little of this rice wine. I'll explain to you what's going on. That girl has just found a beautiful jade bracelet and is caught in the dilemma of whether to find the owner or keep it. What she does not know is the bracelet was left outside her door by a handsome young suitor. She couldn't accept an outright gift from him, so he has chosen this subterfuge to get it into her hands. She cannot resist it. And the young man, of course, can now announce that it is his gift. You see the subtlety of the Oriental mind, Mr. Barkley.
Oh, yes, perfectly.
Good.
Jared tells me you're quite a fan of the Chinese theater.
Well, I enjoy in life what I can afford. Good wine, good art, good people.
You hardly seem like a professional hunter.
Well, hunting is my business. Living is my pleasure.
Well, you come highly recommended.
And you are even more gracious and lovely than I've been told.
Oh, Mr. Dana, you are a charming liar.
I would be if I had to, Mrs. Barkley. But in this case, lying is totally unnecessary.
Now, Mr. Tanner, just when is it you plan to get started?
Before dawn.
Good. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to Sacramento in the morning, so I have to turn in early. Good night, Mother. See you at breakfast, Nick.
And I think it's about time for you to turn in, Nick.
I want to say something first.
Oh?
I'm going with Tanner tomorrow morning.
Nick!
Mr. Barkley, I think you'd better understand something. You can't come with me. I work alone.
I think you better understand something, Tanner. I was against hiring you in the first place. Now, there's nothing personal in that.
Even if I allowed you to come along, Mr. Barkley, you're in no shape for it.
I'm the best judge of that, don't you think?
Well, there's no point in pursuing this any farther. You hired me to hunt down the cat. That's what I'm going to do. Alone. Good night.
Nick, I thought we settled all this at breakfast. You were going to stay here and rest. Now,
Mother,
this
I'm a
doesn't-
fast mender. Probably a medical marvel.
Nick,
Now, what do I have to do to convince you? Would you like me to run around the house a couple of times holding my breath? Or maybe you'd like to see me jump the corral fence? Oh, come on, Mother, stop frowning. Look at this smiling face. I'm a picture of health.
Nick, I won't buy it, Nick.
Mother, that cat hit at me, and I'm going to hit back.
Revenge. Oh, for heaven's sake, Nick, that cat is a dumb animal. You're a man with intelligence and reason. You don't need revenge.
It's getting late, and I got to get up pretty early in the morning. I best get some sleep. Good night.
Nick, there's more to it, isn't there?
It's just something I have to do. So. Good night.
What do you think you're doing?
Told you last night I'm going with you.
I said you weren't.
Well, here I am, right beside you.
Barkley, that is not an ordinary cat. A man wounded him once, or he wouldn't have attacked. And he'll attack again at the first smell of you.
Take my chances.
Oh, well and good. But there's the matter of me also. I've done this all my life. I know more than most, and that edge keeps me alive.
Well, I'm not about to take away that edge, Tanner.
But trying or not you will, you're a cripple and an amateur. I won't risk taking you along.
Well, then you best go back to the ranch and pick up your fee, because I'll go it alone anyway.
All right, Barkley. You want to track Cat? Come on. Tired, Barkley?
Not too tired to realize that you've been traveling in circles for the past hour.
Well, it's only a little over 3 miles back to the ranch. You could make it before noon.
If I was to turn back, but I'm not about to.
Why?
You quit stalling, Tanner. Let's get on with this.
I couldn't keep you from coming along with me. It doesn't mean I have to explain my moves to you.
Uh-huh. Well, the way I got it figured is since that cat's been fired at the last 3 times he's been near the herd, he's probably gone up high and let things cool off a bit.
Well, that's pretty fair figuring, Mr. Barkley. Glad to see you're aware of what's happening.
Well, I was just checking to see that your thinking was correct, Mr. Tanner.
Well, since you're so knowledgeable on the subject, maybe you could tell me what my next move should be.
Well, I'd say since we think that the cat is in this area, it'd be wise to stake out some fresh meat.
Not bad. As soon as I decide the right place to do that, I'll just give it a try.
Ci darem la mano, la mi dirai di sì. Vedi non è lontano, partiam bene mio da qui.
You don't like Mozart, Mr. Barkley?
Well, it's just bad coffee, and I don't like waiting.
First rule of the hunter, Mr. Barkley, learn how to wait it out.
We staked fresh meat out for that cat 2 days ago, and he ain't showed up. I don't think he's anywhere in this area.
Well, I hope that cat isn't as impatient to get to you, Mr. Barkley, as you are to get to him. Barkley, what the devil do you think you're doing?
The cat. Right over in the rocks. The cat.
That cat won't come near this fire, and you know it.
But I tell you, I saw him.
Barkley, the only cat around here is the one in your head.
Still say I didn't see that cat in the camp last night?
Well, since he supposedly was standing on the rocks where he couldn't leave tracks, you'll never know, will you?
You mean you'll never know?
He came down to feed from up there.